Okay, so I'm just going to intuitively tune in here to my own higher self to get the vibe of this Mercury shadow that begins October 21st. Okay, now we have to remember, there's also the new moon in Libra that is happening today. I'll do another video on that, and you can watch my full weekly intuitive astrology video if you want, and that's the best way to get all of this information and more in depth as well. However, we have to remember with this Mercury shadow now, what happens during the shadow period is likely to be reflected throughout the retrograde, etc. And Mercury, it will have this initial 2-week shadow, and then it'll go retrograde, and then after it goes direct, it won't leave its basically post shadow until December 16th. So whatever is coming up now is likely going to stick around until the middle of December, okay? So just be mindful of that. All right. Let me just tune in as Mercury retrograde. And I'm getting like this similar vibe to what I got again in the weekly intuitive astrology video, in that it's looking over like where we need to make progress and change. But it feels very positive. It feels very humanitarian. It feels very like peaceful. I got this aspect of like this idea of like wars ending, or this like the analogy that I got was like the end of the Cold War, or the idea of the Berlin Wall falling down, and that aspect of, you know, people coming together. But it's like that, but also, but we're looking at that to say how it's like this. We're looking at that to say how can we begin to move forward into this space, right? How can we begin to move forward in this space? It's having a relook at how we can really transform and change into this new space, into this new vibe. And I felt this very strong high vibrational energy that was coming through in this week's intuitive astrology video. So if you want to know like more on what's going on this week, on this Mercury shadow, etc., please watch that video. It is only on YouTube. If you're not watching this on YouTube, then head to my bio, go to my YouTube and watch it. Okay, if you're on YouTube, the link is just there. All right. And of course, I do offer personal readings as well, including a $10 3-minute just a quickie reading, which is astrology or card reading, whatever. And yeah, but like I said, there's a very positive energy that is actually seeming to come through for this Mercury shadow. So